this video is for our kindergarten and first grade small group leaders for May week 2. So our theme for this month is source code, untangling the web. And our life app for the month is honesty, choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do. So last week we heard the story of Naaman and Elisha's servant. And our bottom line was when you are not truthful, you lose people's trust. Sorry. This week our story is about David and Amalek. And our bottom line is when you're not truthful, you hurt others. So our memory verse for the month is anyone who lives without blame walks safely, but anyone who takes a crooked path will get caught. Proverbs 10:9. All right, hopping into our lesson for the week. When you roll in at 8:30 and 10:30, just be sure to really take some time to pray for your small group. Pray that kids would understand the weight of what happens when we're dishonest. It's a pretty intense story this week. So just pray that God would give them the hearts to seek forgiveness from other people when they mess up, and just help kids understand that we can hurt others when we're dishonest. Then when kids start to roll in at 8:40 and 10:40, as they join your group, ask about their week, make sure you know all their names. Definitely make any first-time guests feel welcome and comfortable. And then you have some dominoes on your cart, so you're just going to have the kids help you make domino lines, domino trains, and just talk about what's the domino effect when one thing makes something else happen, just like when dominoes fall. And that's kind of like what happens if we're not honest. It causes something else that's bad to happen. And then just let kids play with their dominoes until 9 o'clock when service starts at 9 and 11. So at 9 and 11, you're going to play Go Fish. So you've got some different decks of Go Fish that are going to be on your carts. And you'll just pretty much play like normal. There's some instructions on here if you don't remember how. So maybe split your small group into 2 if you have more than 4 or 6 kids. And so you're going to give each kid 5 cards and the rest go in the fish pond. And then they want to get all 4 cards to have the same fish. So they want to get 4 of a kind. So they'll ask kids for the other fish. If they don't have it, they say Go Fish and keep going. So you're going to close that activity out by saying, guys, I love playing Go Fish, but you know what can be hard about playing that game? Being truthful about which cards you have in your hand can be hard sometimes. If you have 2 flounders and someone asks if you have any, you might be tempted to say no, but that's not being honest, and it could hurt the other person's chances of winning the game. So we're going to go down to a large group where we'll hear more about how we can hurt others if we're not truthful. So then just head to large group and just make sure that you sit with your small group and help them to engage and to worship in the story. When you get back, you're going to play a little activity called comic strip scenarios. So you're going to give each kid one of these little comic strip pages, and you're going to ask them to tell you what's going on the page. So in the first one, the girl opens the gate. The dad says, "Did you close it?" And then you're going to talk about what if she lied? What could happen? Her dog could get out, a little brother or sister could get out, and then they're going to draw her being honest in this next one. What happens if she, so she would say, "No, I didn't close it," and then go back out and close it. Next one, it says, "Candy, do not touch," and mom says, "Was it you?" And he's thinking about, "Oh, I'll blame my sister." What could happen? Oh, his sister could get grounded, his sister could get in trouble. So then just draw what happens next. And it says they're going to finish up the strip in the last square with the kid in the scenario being truthful, so telling the truth. And then if you just have first graders, you could challenge them to come up with another scenario even if they'd like to. And you'll close this activity down by saying, so guys, these are all scenarios that could maybe happen to us, and it could be tempting not to tell the truth so we won't get in trouble or so we'll look good or lots of other reasons. But often when we're not truthful, we hurt others, and that is not a good thing. We don't want other people to get hurt because we are not being honest. It's not fair to them, is it? And whenever we think about not telling the truth, we should think about the fact that somebody else could get hurt because we're not being honest. So let's all try to be honest and tell the truth from this point on so we won't hurt others. And then if you can, make it personal and tell kids about a time when you lied, maybe when you were little and you got someone else hurt. So if you can think of an example of that, that'd be great just to personalize it for the kids. Then for the memory verse activity, you're going to give kids one of these emoji verse pages, and all the kids get one, and you're going to just read the verse. You can practice it with the hand motions from the memory verse card, and then you're going to ask the kids to describe those emojis and why they think they picked those emojis, and then the kids can just kind of color in the little phone. And you're going to close by saying, so guys, when we do the right thing and we're truthful, it's like we're taking the straight path and we're walking safely. And that's the best way to walk, right? But when we aren't truthful, it's like we're walking crooked, and it's obvious that we're doing something that we shouldn't do. And when we're not truthful, we hurt others. And we don't want to hurt other people, do we? No, we don't want to hurt others, just like we don't want to be hurt. We want to treat others the way we want to be treated, and always be honest. And then to close down in prayer, guys, this is such an important part of Sunday morning, just because you might be teaching these kids how to pray, and you might be the only person in their life teaching them how to pray. So it's so cool to get the opportunity to do this. So you're just going to gather your small group around and tell them it's time to pray, and that when they pray, they can pray any way they want. They could stand up, they could sit down, they could lie down, they could kneel, they could pray with their eyes open or closed, or anything else. And they can also pray anytime, anywhere, about anything they want. So then tell kids to repeat this prayer after you. God, please help me to be truthful so I won't hurt others. And say, you guys can say that any time that you want to. And then just give kids a little more time to just pray silently about anything they want. You're just building this habit of prayer in their lives. So then to close, you're just going to say, guys, I love that we can pray anywhere, anytime about anything. And God hears our prayers no matter where we are or what we say. Isn't that awesome? So every day this week, I want you to pray, and I want you to keep asking God to help you to be truthful, because when we're not truthful, we can hurt others, and I know you guys don't want to do that. So as adults come, have kids show them their comic strip scenarios and describe what's happening and tell them the bottom line for the day. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for serving as small group leaders. It's kind of crazy that our first graders are going to be moving up to second grade in just a couple of weeks. Make sure that, especially if you're serving this Sunday, but even if you're not, come to the garage door room the 10 minutes before service, so from 8:20 to 8:30, and then from 10:20 to 10:30, and we're going to have a donut bar set up in there just to say thank you for serving and thank you for being so awesome. We'll see you guys on Sunday.